Hey there boys and girls, Lucky here and welcome back to another CSGO video. So today I want to share some more tips and tricks with you guys in CSGO, specifically regarding one question, and that would be, how can I transfer my deathmatch skills into a competitive matchmaking game? I've received this question quite a lot lately, and people are always telling me when they're playing deathmatch, they're really good, like their aim is on point, their movement is on point, they can get 40 kills, 50 kills, sometimes even 60 kills, they're always the first on the scoreboard, and all of that is great. Then they're telling me, as soon as they're jumping into a matchmaking game, their aim is not on point anymore, their movement is kind of weird, they're not prepared for weird angles, they cannot focus properly, they zone out, stuff like that. And the first thing that you have to understand is that deathmatch and matchmaking are completely different modes. One is actually a objective game mode where your main goal should be to actually fulfill this objective, while the other one is really just running and gunning and shooting and trying to kind of work on your aim. Also, in deathmatch you can respawn as soon as you're dead, which is completely different than from what you would be used to in matchmaking, because in matchmaking your life is very important. In deathmatch, however, it's not. So because of that, you're playing a lot more recklessly, you're just way more aggressive, you're just trying to run around and get a couple of kills, and that's not what you want to do in a competitive matchmaking game. That's also the reason why you can't properly transfer your skills. So if you want to really transfer your deathmatch skills or your aim skills or properly warm up from competitive matchmaking game, you actually have to play deathmatch, or better said, adapt the way you play deathmatch and pretend like you would be playing matchmaking. And by that I mean, like you could in deathmatch pretend you would be AT. Then you would just scanning areas, you would be moving in certain spots and trying to get some entry kills and stuff like that. However, for example, if you would be a CT or try to warm up for the CT side, you could just pick a certain area of the map, for example the spawn right here, also with the peeking to mid or the backyard kind of area right there, and just kind of guard it. You want to kind of hold it and defend it as a CT. And if you're kind of pretending that you would be playing matchmaking deathmatch, you will be adjusting your way you're playing deathmatch, of course, but then as soon as you're hopping into matchmaking, you will be a lot better. However, you have to keep in mind that your score might not actually be better than before, because you're playing a little bit more defensively, you're not rushing around all the time. And since your life is dear to you in matchmaking, it should also be in deathmatch. So in this example right here, in this deathmatch gameplay, I think my final score was 19-3, and I mean I kind of joined late, so I wasn't first. But if you're kind of playing the way I'm describing right now, you probably won't be first anyways, because you're kind of watching out for many things at the same time, and by doing that, you're of course not getting as many kills because you're just frag hunting and just running around everywhere. But that's not the point of it, because after all you want to warm up for matchmaking. So keep in mind, if you want to transfer your deathmatch skills to competitive matchmaking, make sure you would pretend like you would be playing matchmaking in deathmatch. Otherwise, you would just train your deathmatch skills. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I think it's been all from now, and Lucky Skill Figure out.